Hey everyone, Sam from United People's TV here to chat with you after Louis van Gaal's press conference ahead of Southampton this weekend. Now he's been talking to the press and as always there's lots and lots to cover. First off, as always, injuries. As you can tell by one of these pictures, Ashley Young is not only just injured and out, he's apparently suffered a severe groin injury and has had to undergo surgery and will be out of the team for some time. That comes as quite a surprise, I suppose. It didn't really look like he went down with any real pain against Liverpool. I guess sometimes they are actually the worst injuries. But it kind of throws United's fullback situation up in the air again. We've had terrible luck with injuries at fullback this season, haven't we? We've had Luke Shaw, serious injury, Marcus Rojo, surgery, Antonio Valencia, surgery, and now now Ashley Young's going to have surgery. So that's four players who can play at fullback who have had to have surgery this year. But on the other hand, I think this could work in United's favour. And hear me out here. I much prefer Darmian at right back than I do at left back. Yes, he can play left back, but he's much better at right back. And Ashley Young being injured means that Darmian now has to play at right back. We have no other right back unless you bring Guillermo Varela into the question. Not sure if he's ready or not. And I can see Cameron Borthwick-Jackson now playing at left back for the foreseeable future. And for me, a partnership on the fullback wing of Borthwick-Jackson at left back with Darmian at right back is better than Ashley Young at right back and Darmian at left back. Now let me know in the comments below whether you agree with me or not. But, that's my opinion. And it is what it is. It's an opinion. But injury-wise, elsewhere, we've got Bastian Schweinsteiger and Phil Jones are both not going to play against Southampton. So Schweinsteiger is still out. Does that mean Fellaini's going to start again? Probably. Is there going to be more complaining and moaning, from me included? Yes, probably. Will Fellaini come up with an assist again? I hope so, but Fellaini should not be starting in central midfield. It's fucking obvious. Should be starting Herrera there alongside Schneidlin and play Pereira or Mata in front of them. We've got the players, but for some reason he seems to like Fellaini there. I don't know why. Obviously the police like him. That's police hopefully coming to arrest Fellaini, but don't hold your breath because it's not going to happen. But moving on, Van Gaal's also been talking about, he said he might be looking to sign a fullback because he doesn't know whether the youngsters can sustain their performances really. He says that Manchester United's level is very high, but at this point you look at teams, if we try and sign a fullback, it's going to be, right, everyone knows we're desperate for a fullback, everyone knows we've got money, everyone knows there's only about 10 days left in the January transfer window. So we're in a weak position in terms of negotiation. But it is what it is. I'm not sure if any fullbacks really are available. Let me know in the comments if there are some fullbacks who you think that we should be looking to sign in January. Basically as cover, really, because we've got our first choice left and right backs. It's just that Luke Shaw is injured at the moment. So whoever we do sign, if we were to sign somebody, would it be on a short-term deal? In terms of as soon as Shaw comes back, they're just going to be second fiddle. So you wouldn't buy a first-choice left-back, would you? Van Gaal was also questioned about whether a difficult period is over. I'll read the quotes out for you. It's not interesting for me. It's only interesting for the players. The players play the game and they have the resistance in the game. So I think the pressure is a little bit gone. But it would return if we lost against Southampton. It is always the same pressure for Manchester United. We have to win. Our fans are always expecting us to win, especially at home. Now, the point to take away from that is all that good work against Liverpool will be completely wasted if we don't beat Southampton. But Southampton aren't a pushover. There are no pushovers in the Premier League anymore. The quality of the league overall is dramatically improved. While the top 4 to 6 teams maybe have dipped in quality, I say maybe, they've definitely dipped in quality. The other 14 have taken it up a notch. When you've got teams like Stoke who have got Shaqiri, I don't know who else they've got, Arnautovic, they've got cracking little players now, Bojan as well, obviously. You've got these lower teams who are really getting this money from the TV and really spending it well on good players. So it's making the Premier League harder. So there's not really any banker games anymore. A couple of years ago when you looked, there was a couple of games where you say, right, 6 points from those 2 games this season. Just doesn't exist in the Premier League anymore, which makes it more competitive. and also makes games like this much, much harder. We obviously beat Southampton 3-2 away early this season. Martial scored twice. If you want to do that again, Martial, yes, please. I want to see Martial back among the goals. But we'll see. It won't be an easy game. They'll have, what's his face? I've got a blank. Anyway, they've got their new striker. Charlie Austin, there you go. Sorry about that. Will he score? Maybe, maybe not. Van Gaal's also been talking about Rooney. He said, it is a fact that since Rooney is scoring, we have won our games. Or at least we drew against Newcastle away. There is a parallel, and I've said always that he is not only important as a player, but as a captain. So I'm very happy with him. Now, as we all know, Rooney goes on goal-scoring runs every so often. And this is when Rooney is his most dangerous. He's scored 5 and 4 now. Scoring away at Anfield is a big game for him. Biggest game of the season for him, and he scored. He saw how much it meant to him. But Rooney, when he's not on these goal-scoring runs, he's an awful player recently. He really is. There's no other way to describe him. But now he's back among the goals. Ever since he got dropped against Stoke and came on in the second half, he's looked a much, much better player. And the fans are starting to release the pressure on him. Absolute deserved pressure and criticism on Rooney. He's our captain. He's our main man. He's on 250k a week. And he had like 6 goals by that point. Not good enough. The Rooney right now is playing a lot better. And United, the results are improving because of it. So hopefully he can continue that against Southampton, because we need him to. He's the main man up front, and he will be. Van Gaal was also asked about retirement, and he kind of just dismissed it and was like, "It's none of your business" to the press. Obviously, the rumours about Pep Guardiola this week having a meeting with Man United officials in Paris, didn't really brush on that. But if Van Gaal was going to get sacked, it was after that Stoke game or after the Norwich game. Now they've beaten Liverpool, drawn against Chelsea, he's eased the pressure on himself. And if we can now string a good run of results together, we've got enough time this season to make it a good season. Because we're only 7 points off the top, remember. That's how close the Premier League is. We're playing that bad. I mean, the biggest parallel for me is everybody is talking about how wonderful a season Tottenham Hotspur are having. They're 2 points ahead of us. And we're having an atrocious season. What does that tell you about the Premier League? The margins are very small. So hopefully, 3 points against Southampton, another win going into Stoke on Tuesday. Imagine if we can get 6 points from them, 9 points in our last 3 games. That will be some lovely, lovely momentum. And it's been a while since we've had momentum. So give this video a like and a thumbs up, please, guys. It always helps. Subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. And we'll see you at the game tomorrow. Take it easy.
Charlie Austin coming back to the Premier League, and mainly because they're playing Manchester United, and I hope he's going to score because they beat. Yeah, well, it's revenge. You know, they beat us last weekend. Charlie Austin come back in. It's a lovely